Who would like to lead off? The hand porch line.
Zach, what did you think of Rick Bowness' comments last night? I'm sure you probably heard a different message than we did because it was delivered differently anyways. What did you think?
Um, I mean, he's obviously heated in the moment, and rightfully so. We obviously let it slip, and um, I think some things, I don't want to say that don't agree with, but I know deep down he cares about us and he cares about this team and the players in the room. I think it maybe came out a little bit wrong from how it got spun to the media. I definitely do think right now, especially with how the season ended, everyone has to take a good hard look in the mirror and see where we can be better. I think that's just him. I mean, I've seen him get on us before in the room. I'm sure you guys haven't seen anything like that, but we know it comes from a good place. Um, I feel like it maybe, I don't know. I don't want to speak on his behalf, I guess. So I think we know it comes from a good spot, but I definitely do think it's tough to see.
Yeah. Do you feel things need to change in that room with the players? Not just as players, but like just the build of that team, how much the desire is in there to win or the hatred of losing?
Well, I think listen, I'm not trying to sit here and go at it with Bones, like back and forth. I have a ton of respect for him, and I think he loves us as players. We love him as a coach. Um, I don't agree, like, that's how guys in there feel. I think guys do hate to lose. I think we need to learn how to win. Um, and I definitely think he can help us with that. I mean, he's been around for so long, and he's been to finals, and he's been to the playoffs a bunch. And I think, his knowledge of how to get into the playoffs and how we have to play this time of year. Um, yeah, we do need to learn that, but I don't think it's right to say that we don't hate to lose and we don't care. Um, I've, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to sit up here and go back and forth with our head coach. I have a ton of respect for him and obviously what he's done for this group this year to get us back into it. Ultimately, like I said, all of us have to look in the mirror and, reflect on what we could do better, what went wrong. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's fair to say we don't care and we don't hate to lose. I just think we need to learn how to win. We haven't done it enough. It's obvious. It's clear. We haven't made the playoffs in 6 years. We do need to learn that as a group. So yeah, I mean, I think if that's the message, then yeah, I think we need to learn that. But I don't think us not caring or us, we don't hate to lose enough. I think that's wrong.
We obviously don't know yet whether he's even going to be back. We're going to find that out later. But if he is, it felt like he was kind of trying to send a message, maybe for next season's training camp or something like that. Is that kind of how you take it? And then that's A, and B would be, are there fences that need to be mended after, some of the things he said last?
Um, I mean, we're all professionals, and I think we all know he's heated in the moment. I already spoke with him this morning, and yeah, it was fine. I mean, we're not sure if he's gonna be back next year. If he's back, like, we love playing for Bones. He's a great coach, and I have nothing but respect for him. Um, I just feel like, in the moment, it's obviously didn't love how it came out with what he said, but and if it is a message, it's a strong one, and well, it is a message for sure, and it is a strong message, and I think we all have to respond to it. I mean, it clearly wasn't good enough down the stretch, and if we're gonna sit here and say what part of what he said isn't the truth, then we're wrong. I mean, we do have to be better, and we do have to learn, and this organization and this fan base does deserve more from us, and they deserve winning hockey. And at the end of the day, you can say all the right things. It's doing it, and I want to be the first one, like I said, in 2 weeks from now, a week, 3 weeks, whatever it is, to look myself in the mirror and figure out where it went wrong and figure out where it can be better for myself to help this team. And I feel like everyone needs to do that. And um, I'm not necessarily going to approach the summer or training camp next year any differently than I would the last few seasons. I feel like I've came in ready to go, and I've been ready. Um, but it's going to take a collective buy-in from all the guys that are here to, finally, I guess, get us out of where we're at.
Zach, how much of the disappointment or frustration with what Bones said was a timing issue? Not so much what he said, even though that may be bothersome, but kind of waited until the very last game to kind of unload to the media. And I don't know, like you said, he's been doing that with you guys in the room, but this seemed extra. So timing, coming kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, that was the most mad I've seen him. It's only had him for a short half season. He gets on us a lot because he expects a lot from us, and I think that's great, and I think it's really helped our group. And I feel like timing, as they say, timing's everything, and it's definitely a little bit tough because the season's over now, and you have to go home and sit on it. And obviously, we all hate where we're at. It's like we hate the feeling of this. We hate the letdown. We hate everything that's transpired the last 3 weeks. And he does as well. And I think obviously that was just his emotions talking. I'm sure, he can, maybe clarify if he needs to a few things, but I think he knows deep down that we do care and we do hate to lose, but we do need to learn how to win. And with that, I would agree. The timing's definitely tough, but it is what it is, and we'll move forward.
Time for a few more, Mike.
Rick, sorry, Zach, what do you think happened in the last couple and a half weeks?
I mean, it's a good question. I think, I definitely think we got lost in maybe, and I don't know this, but it's just kind of a thought. We kind of got lost in, where we were at, where it looked like we were going to be and where it looked like we were going to finish, and we forgot about the process along the way. And, when Bones took over, it's not like we, told ourselves, hey, we have to win 25 of the next 30 whatever games to make the playoffs. We just focused on the process, focused on how we had to play, and we frustrated teams and we played our game. And one thing that mattered was the game in front of us. And I feel like maybe the last few weeks we, it's human nature. Everyone starts talking about playoffs and percentages and chances. And, maybe you forget about just the next game and the process and what's in front of you. And, I think it's for all the right reasons, right? Like we all wanted to be in a playoff spot and get that X next to our name. And, I just feel like kind of disconnected our group a little bit in terms of on ice play. It definitely wasn't for lack of effort. I know everyone in that room tried their hardest and everyone's devastated by it. But, I don't know if that's the reason. You can ask other guys. I just felt like maybe that's kind of what I felt.
Dave, in the back.
Yeah, you said a few times he was heated in the moment. Bones was. As an athlete, I know we're not allowed to talk to you guys until a cooling off period. I mean, how are your emotions different the morning after that? I mean, as a player, you kind of know what he's feeling in that moment. How are the emotions different, say, your perspective now as it was 12 hours ago?
In terms of like what he said or just in general?
Yeah, just blowing off steam like that. I mean, do you think it feels differently 12 hours after? I mean, do you guys feel that the night of the game?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely times where, if I see my number on the board for media, I'll sit in my stall and just think to myself, like, which way do I want to go with this? Because you're heated, or should I say it? Should I not say it? And you try and kind of decipher what should be said and what shouldn't. I feel like with just everything that's happened the last few weeks, it was probably one of those moments where that's just it's kind of been boiling over a little bit, and that's just how he felt. I'm not sure if you guys are talking to him today or again or not. So you can ask him, I guess, if he feels differently about it today than last night, and we'll see. But you know, he's been around for a long, long time, and he has every right to feel those emotions and feel that way. But yeah, it's definitely tough to see some of that.
All right, last one.
So, last 6 in front of the home crowd came up on the short end. As one of the leaders on this team, what is your message to fans who feel the frustration from the last month? Obviously, it's frustration that you feel as well. What's the message to those folks?
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate the support. It's been incredible this year. I know that's not what fans want to hear. That's honestly not what I want to be saying right now. I wish I was staying up here getting ready to talk about the playoffs. But you know, in saying that, it goes a long way to have the support of the fans here, and you know, we feel sorry about how it ended, and we feel terrible about it. I mean, this is the worst I've ever felt leaving a season, and I'm going to do everything I can the next few weeks and over the summer to reflect on it and become a better hockey player and better leader, better person, and you know, hopefully try and not let stuff like this happen again. And yeah, I mean, it's like I said, we appreciate everything. It's an incredible place to play. Never gets lost on me wearing that jersey. Obviously done it for 10 years now, and you know, it's special every time, but it wasn't good enough, and we're all gonna look ourselves in the mirror and figure it out.
Thanks, Zeke.
For sure.